I caught my wife cheating and disappeared for 3 whole months. 3 months later, I came back with divorce papers and a paternity test. I walked into my wife's room and just like every other Cold War, she was giving me the silent treatment. She put down her phone and pretended to be asleep seeing her like that. I said coldly, let's get a divorce. Lily spun around and glared at me. What the hell do you mean? Divorce, she sat up. Jason, just because I won't let you touch me, you want a divorce. I already told you to go find it somewhere else, so what more do you want? Listening to her impatient tone, I spoke calmly. If I can go find it elsewhere, then what's the point of you? Do you help carry any financial weight around here? Do you bring any emotional value to this relationship? I handle every single thing in this house. If I can manage on my own, then what do I need you for? Lily was instantly speechless. She rolled her eyes and was about to bring up the kid. You say I can't help with finances. That I bring no emotional value. Well, who gave birth to our child? Did it just pop out of thin air? I stared her down and gave her a warning. Shouldn't that kind of thing be handled by the child's biological father? I said, is that so? Jason, you son of a bitch. Lily grabbed a pillow and threw it at me. You are insulting my character, Lily. We are both adults and we have to own what we do. You really think I would make this up without a shred of proof? And slap that label on myself, go ahead. Then show me the proof if you can back it up. Then I agreed to the divorce. I threw the paternity test report right in her face. Open your eyes and take a good look. Lily turned on the light and stared at the paternity test. Jason, you went behind my back and did a paternity test on our child. You don't trust me at all, I glanced at her. Go wash your face, calm down, and get your story straight. Because what you're saying right now makes 0 sense. You have 0 trust in me. Then this marriage truly has no reason to go on. Lily furiously started grabbing her things. About 10 minutes later, she slammed the door and left. This was nothing new. No matter what set off a fight between us. She would storm out maybe for a day, maybe 2 or 3 before coming back. She would block me on everything, driving me absolutely crazy just to keep this family together. I had been walking on eggshells, terrified of setting her off. I even held back on the most basic things a husband and wife share, but today, the moment she walked out, I blocked and deleted her from everything first. Go look for her, not a chance. Now it's just a matter of whether she comes back to sign the papers, or I file in court. Whichever comes first, the court summons lands in her hands not long after she left. I went and woke up the child. I know the kid is innocent. But the moment I found out the truth, every time I looked at her, something felt off. I couldn't keep pretending nothing happened and raise another man's child. I held my emotions in check and made up a reason for the kid. Then drove her to her grandma's place. That same night, my mother-in-law asked me, Jason, the kid's got school tomorrow. Why are you dropping her off in the middle of the night? I didn't say a word, just dropped a paternity test report on the table and left. Tonight, Lily's family was definitely not going to have a quiet night. The next morning, I had just gotten up, and Lily was already busy in the kitchen. 7 years of marriage. First time I ever saw her cook when she brought the breakfast to the table. It was obvious this was far from her first time cooking, just wondering who she used to show off for. It looked and smelled amazing. She was wearing an apron sitting at the dining table. But she waited, and I never showed up after getting washed up. I put the divorce papers on the table. She grabbed my hand. Honey, aren't you gonna ask me where I went last night? I only care about where my wife goes and you're not her. She started crying, silent tears. She looked pretty pitiful. I used to fall for that. Now I felt absolutely nothing. This divorce is happening. Honey, last night I went to my mom's. I came home in the middle of the night. My dad just suspected we had a fight and nearly had a breakdown. If he found out I was getting divorced, his health wouldn't hold up. How is that my problem? You are so cold. Watching Lily still putting on a show right in front of me, I cut straight through her lies. You didn't even notice the kid wasn't home last night. I took her to your mom's. So you didn't see her? Lily's expression froze. I didn't know how to explain it to my family, but my dad's health is bad. He can't handle the shock, so I didn't dare go home in the middle of the night, she said with a hint of resentment, and you knew his health was bad. How could you drop the kid off in the middle of the night? I looked at her. Think before you speak. You are the one who cheated. You cheating is why I had to take the kid over there. You are the reason your dad might get upset. So what did you think when you were cheating, that your dad would be totally fine with it? Lily cried even harder. You can't blame this on me. You know damn well whether you're being blamed fairly. I am giving you 3 days to think it over. If you won't agree to sign the papers, I will file in court. Also pack your stuff and get out today. The sight of you makes me sick. I ignored Lily's crying and walked out. There was something more important to deal with today. Ryan Zhao oversees master's degree. Director of planning at Xingyu Media Group, the man who put horns on my head. Today I was going to get in his face. Neither of them should get to walk away from this clean. Getting a meeting with this big shot required an appointment. I had the receptionist reach out. The moment Ryan heard my name, he agreed to meet. Inside Ryan's office, I looked at him. Do you need me to introduce myself? Anyone who doesn't know the legendary operations director at Wenyao Culture Group, Jason Lee, has no business being in this industry. Ryan reached out his hand. Director Lee, I hope you are here to talk business. I did not shake it. Can you feel why I am here? Ryan gave an awkward smile. A director of your standing surely has no shortage of options. Is it really worth it? Just let me have a little fun with your wife. Ryan's face darkened. He leaned back in his chair. Messing around with a married woman is wrong. I admit that. He squinted at me. But is it illegal? Director Lee, your work ethic in this industry speaks for itself. You are this. He gave me a thumbs up, but when it comes to your marriage, you are this. He flipped his pinky finger down. Lily learned a lot from me. Did she ever try any of it on you? Bet you want to hit me right now. Too bad what me and your wife did is not illegal. But hitting someone is. Ryan smirked. He did not laugh out loud, but that silent provocation and mockery was somehow even more infuriating. Too bad for him. He could not find a single trace of anger on my face. I calmly pulled out a USB drive and slid it across to him. Take a look first. I think you will change your tone. I never pick a fight I cannot win. I came here to win, not to embarrass myself. I had first crossed paths with Ryan at a business summit 3 months ago and immediately noticed how much he looked like my son. The resemblance kept growing and I ordered a paternity test, which confirmed my son was not mine. I used those 3 months to dig deep into everything about Ryan. I had put together a detailed profile on him. He and Lily had been high school classmates. He later went abroad to study and after returning married into a wealthy family, becoming a live-in son-in-law to the heiress of Xingyu Media Group. Victoria Lee was Ryan's wife, and he was not just keeping things going with Lily on the side. The USB drive held all the proof and some of the footage, captured every detail of Ryan's affairs from angles that left nothing to the imagination. Ryan's face went pale. If Victoria gets her hands on this footage, what do you think her reaction would be? Ryan wiped the sweat off his forehead, bro. It takes two to tango. I am not a good guy, I admit that, but Lily is no saint either. She was the one who reached out to me. We are both men. You know how it is when a woman throws herself at you.